marathons are hard. That wind sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wind sucked. That was hard. That was really hard. I set a goal when I was 16 that I would wear a singlet in New Zealand. We made a good decision. Yeah. But yeah. Coach Goody made the decision.
What is the session? Do you know the session?
Yeah, he's going to do basically 90 minutes of what is like sort of high zone 2, so probably around 3:40 pace, and then the whole purpose of it really is to get a bit tired and then try to do 10k at race pace at the end. So he's going to run probably 37, 38k, I would say. And I think he wants to run 10k at the end in about 31:30, 32ish. So yeah, it's pretty pointy. I'm just going to come along for half an hour and just keep him company for a little bit, and then yeah, we'll leave you boys to it.
Speed's last outing.
Are they done now?
Yeah, they're done. They've had
How many?
it's about 500 or something. I ran basically all of Goody's training block, like everything we did at this kind of speed.
And then
in those, yeah. So I reckon like maybe they've maybe had like 30 hours. 30 hours a wear maybe. This is gonna feel weird.
what are we doing now?
So we've just run 90 minutes, and I think it's just under 25k, sort of at like zone 2, so like mid 140s heart rate, maybe just climbing towards 150. And now I'm gonna try and run marathon effort / marathon pace for 10k. So we're looking at trying to cover to the 10k in about 32 minutes. I feel like the wind switched around on us, so that's a bit of a stitch up. But
What does that work out pace-wise per kilometre?
3:12 to 3:15. Like 3:12 is 32 exactly, and then so obviously 3:15, sort of like 32:30. But I think, yeah, I'm warm. I've had 75, 100, 125 grams of carbs and Morton gels, and then some Precision 1500 sachets. So the first K might feel a bit ugly because you go from like a non-aggressive rock to a real aggressive rock. Sometimes the mechanics are a little bit different, but yeah, we'll see. We'll be right. Out in Pilbden. Oh, marathons are hard. That wind sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wind sucked. That was hard. That was really hard.
What's you doing?
31:30. Yeah. Those undulations, were good.
Yeah. That was a lot more than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
And and you got to take into account the wind too, right? Like
the wind got me at about 6k. I was like moving pretty good. It was like 14:43 and then 14:47 for the 2 5Ks. I was pretty happy with that.
pretty in split.
Pretty happy.
How do you think the carried fatigue from last week impacted a session like this? Like for people who don't know, you ran 203 Ks last week.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't do any intensity. I think like we were real smart about this week, and all I've done is just run really easy doubles until today.
Yeah.
So I feel okay. I had a little bit of a head cold earlier in the week, so we pushed this back a day. Like you can probably hear it still a little bit.
Yeah.
But staple diet. 40 grams of protein in there, baby.
Yeah.
Banana.
So what's the key post session? Try and get in carbs, protein.
It's like 2 bananas, what's that, 50 grams of carbs?
Yeah.
And then 2.5 scoops of protein powder, so that's like 40 grams of carbs, protein. Fully sweetened almond milk, because, you know.
Extra calories.
Extra calories. Yeah, I feel like shit, eh?
I bet you did. What were the final stats on it? It was 2 hours, 3 minutes.
2 hours. Oh, so the whole session, the session bit was 2 hours and 3 minutes, 35.1k, average pace 3:30 for the whole thing, and 3:09s for the 10k at the end, which is 65:30 per half, so 2:11 pace, which is probably a little bit excessive, but I don't know, maybe slow it back by a minute and a half and die well, really. That's what a marathon is.
Alright, so what's the plan of attack for this one?
Plan of attack is 20 minutes warm up into 10 by 5 minutes at marathon, slightly faster marathon pace.
Why are we doing this on the treadmill and not?
One of the biggest disadvantages we have training for Gold Coast in our May and June is, I think it's like 3 degrees outside right now, and Gold Coast is going to be like 14, maybe up to 16. So we're trying to basically make me sweat. So it's not ideal, but you find ways to, you know, maybe make up for the 2%ers. Yeah, that's why we're in here in a sweat box. Go home now, can't we?
Running in these because you prefer them on the treadmill, yeah?
Yeah, I find just the kind of the narrowness of the net base just slightly nicer for treadmill running, especially just when you're on a belt. I guess you don't want to be kind of where your foot is. You want to know where it is all the time. It's just like you try and compartmentalise the fact that you've still got to run 7 by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's and you get that little reward each time. Like, okay, I'm down one more. Try and find ways to, like, you know, I guess trick your mind into thinking that it doesn't have that long to go. Halfway after this one, eh?
Yeah.
Sweaty, baby.
HR?
It's kind of mid 150s.
Still.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to remember too, there's an element of suppression in there as well.
Yeah,
like heart rate suppression from all the training. Like, this one, when I run like 385k in 2 weeks, and then a couple of pretty big sessions. So, like, it doesn't feel hard. It's just like you're just tired. That's right. 20 minutes. I can do 20 minutes. 20 minutes is easy. baby. Oh yeah, feeling it.
Feeling it now?
Yeah. Definitely.
One more.
One more. One more. Deep. That was hard. That was hard. It's good. That's what we wanted. Bit of pain cave.
Sweaty mess, though. Sick.
Yeah. This is so like. Yeah. Yeah. Even though maybe like running outside, you might get a little bit more training benefit. Like, you know, you can kind of push up and down. But I like the treadmill too because you can't run any faster and you can't run any slower unless you put it up, put it down. So you kind of have to lock in and live with it. Some of the Europeans are a bit like that.
Plus it's boring too, right?
Yeah.
It's like a mental sort of...
Yeah, and let's be fair, like the Gold Coast Marathon is, you're not going there to see some sights.
No.
Nah, you're going there to find a group of guys slightly better than you and you're going to hang on. Like, that's pretty good. That would have been like, maybe like 3:06 average for the whole session. Pretty good. Yeah, I think like after we did that workout on Friday, the goalpost moved slightly, I think. Like I think, yeah, to be able to run 31:30, like fucked off 200k. At the back end of running 25k, like
With that headwind too?
with the headwind, yeah, like, and like if I'm being honest, I probably was closer to threshold than I should have been, but like, if you recover well, you'll be all good. So, I'm doing that now. You're like, maybe I can run under 2:13, maybe everything lines up. Land the plane. That's not my job. It's Matt's job to land the plane. What state I get the plane to landing, that's my job.